Hello, everyone. Today we have some Skaven versus Khorne on the Glaive of the Ever Queen. I will be leading the Skaven forces with Ikit Claw on his motorcycle, rolling into battle. We're going to have a whole bunch of Skaven slaves in the front line, Skaven slaves in the second line, Poisoned Wind, Globadiers, some Storm Vermin with Halberds, and the ROR Rattling Gunners. He's going to have some Forsaken, a bunch of Marauders mixed in with Chaos Warriors over here, and some Fleshhounds as the first column. Skulltaker going to be riding his amazing little motorcycle here, leading the way for his host as Ikit shows the way for his. Ikit going to be chilling on the cap point in just a second, trying to bait them in. And we'll fast forward for a little bit while everything gets set up. And so the Corn Hounds are able to run into my backline, kind of annoying. But we have the Storm Vermin in our back, protecting all of our guns for this exact reason. We're gonna just try and throw Skaven slaves at that. We call in the avalanche mortars to start clearing out a lot of this infantry. A little sus with the Fleshhounds right there, but we do still have Storm Vermin with Halberds waiting to protect. And now that they're getting close, we're going to have the Poison Wind Globadiers start to light up on some of the Chaos Warriors that we have here. Poison Wind Globadiers too. The artillery, of course, does not differentiate and will simply murder everything around. The Teethbreakers seem to have gotten a little excited. Instead of shooting Skulltaker, they're going to try and fight him man-to-man, along with Ikit. This is a poor decision, and they're going to run away now. Avalanche Mortars, absolutely bodying some Chaos Warriors. Ikit throwing out spells as he runs away, and the Teethbreakers are going to try and get away from the demon that is Skulltaker, but we're going to need some other rats to come and take their place. The Poison Wind Globadiers doing good into the Chaos Warriors, but finally get charged by the Chaos Hounds after they are not able to get onto the Avalanche Mortars. Skulltaker finally surrounded by spears and getting shot by Ikit's various inventions. I believe that was the... what was it called? Storm Demon. His, like, big staff has a gun on it, because why not? Teethbreakers get routed, but the artillery is continuing to pound into the Marauders and Chaos Warriors, along with the other Poisoned Wind. Just so much poison going in over there. Strong over here on this front with the Storm Vermin remaining. Storm Vermin still holding the line well over here. Most of the rest is breaking, but these are just clan rats, so we're going to open up into everything over here. Chaos Furies finally jump on the Avalanche Mortars, but there are Rat Ogres over top to meet them and push them off. And the Storm Vermin and the Rat Ogres try and reform ranks over here around all of my shooting. Poison Wind Globadiers still just melting through any Chaos Warriors they see. The artillery, Rat Ogres, and Ikit going to stop the pushing on this side. Fury is still pushed off by the Rat Ogres. And there are dogs on both of my Poison Wind Globadiers, which is very unfortunate, but a little bit of Storm Vermin support, we should be able to get them all off. The artillery is still bombarding everything over here. It will kill many clan rats, but looks like it's doing a good job against the Forsaken and the Marauders too. Going to drop some magic on these Chaos Warriors. Should be able to rout them with the Rat Ogres and everything. And everything that's important is still doing fine. The Storm Vermin just now lost a bunch of health. The other Storm Vermin looking very good. The Rat Ogres have full health. Almost all of the clan rats and Skaven slaves have died, but that's fine. The Skaven slave singers are still good, and the rat ogres can go around and clear all of the chaff. We can re-summon in some more Skaven slaves. They all routed and have re-rallied. We can even send them back in. And now the Skulltaker wants to not fight Stormburner with halberds, and instead is just going to go all the way in. We did kind of clear that whole push. The avalanche mortars might have something to do with that. They are kind of ridiculous, and the poison wind globadiers did a pretty solid job on their own. But now Skulltaker is going to get surrounded by people with guns, including the important guys that never fully died and are going to get their revenge from the beginning, the Rattling guns. Artillery now is shooting into storm vermin, and that is bad. We are going to stop shooting at the blood brutes, because when you are blowing up actually important people with bombs, that's when you know you've made a mistake. So now they should just be able to beat the blood brutes. We're going to try and get some shots in on these spawn of corn before they really get in. Even against big units, I mean, that's a crazy amount of damage for just one volley. The back line is getting finally cleared up by spears and the rat ogres. All of our guns are coming back online. That artillery barrage right into all of our own guys is going to mark the end of the use of the artillery. It is both out of ammo and killing more of my own stuff than the enemy at this point, so better get some more effective tools for the current situation. We're going to go ahead and retake our back cap. We still have the middle. Skulltaker seems like he's going to be dead now, surrounded by rat ogres and storm vermin with halberds, as well as Ikit. We shall see how that goes. More Chaos Furies coming in, but all of the re-rallied Skaven slaves are going to start re-flooding the field. We, of course, have the Natty Bubos, who have replaced the Avalanche Mortars as my gunline unit, chilling in the trees. Doesn't look like they can quite hit the motorcycle from all the way over there. Can't blame them. A bit of a crowded line of fire. But we should be able to clear out our backline, and with a whole bunch of Skaven slaves, a chieftain, and the Death Runners, a new addition that I like to add, we should be able to just clear everything off at this point. My good old ninja rats are going to come in here with their anti-armor, assassinate all of these guys until they rout, and assist in the cleaning up of everything over here. Finally, now that he's on the other end, the sniper are able to get some solid shots in on old Skulltaker. And we should be going down in just a second, though both of the skull cannons and the flash of corn, as well as the spawn, have now surrounded Ikit, and he has precious few storm vermin to really protect him. So, of course, being the coward Skaven he is, Ikit is actually going to flee before Skulltaker does. This will, of course, make all of the corn units chase into many, many guns and die immediately. He may have run, but he did technically get the kill, I guess. We'll say that he commanded that. This is a strategic retreat. Loses a little bit of health to the skull cannon. And we're going to have even artillery now to get a final bit of ranged firepower. Ikit rallies over by all of his gun line, and I mean, it's pretty over at this point. We have cleared all of his stuff. He does stay in for a while, so we'll see what else we're able to do. A nice little flood of guys here allows for a little bit of actual tactics. We're going to go ahead and shoot him with the snipers, as well as send in a chieftain, so that we can have a big old ball of guys surrounding the chieftain who are fighting him. And then we can throw in all of the poison wind globes and hopefully hit all of them at the same time. Oh, as well as the artillery. And so a big old ball of mass to just shoot in explosions to. It'd be even better if Ikit was over here to get some magic going, but we don't want to send the rat ogres in because we don't want them to die. Just send some Skaven slaves in to keep everything where it is so we can continue to poison it. And pretty solid little trade there. Ikit finally makes it over here and is going to get some magic in. If our artillery can just hit this nice little black hole we've made, we should be able to rout them immediately, but it seems that was enough to rout them anyway. The Chaos Furies are not going to be enough to push us back, and we'll just go ahead and see the final fights that he puts up. Mainly just getting bodied by poison again and Ikit and some rat ogres until finally he decides he's done. That is, I would say, the best use of all of the special units I could find. The rat ogres were used, or the rattling guns were used badly. I wish they had shot Skulltaker instead of dying immediately, but the great thing about Skaven and their weapons team is all the redundancies. Even if the rattling guns fail, we have the Storm Vermin to hold everything down and protect, but look at this. I mean, these guys are 650. This guy paid for himself almost 4 times over, this guy about twice. And the Skaven slaves and the clan rats never really do anything but stand in the way. But the Poison Wind Globadiers got huge damage along with the Natty Buboes. And then the Rat Ogres just kind of clear everything up. But we finally have an Ikit game. I hope you'll enjoy. I'll see you later.